there are still many opportunities with the property market today. We just need to be armed with the right knowledge to capture them. We just need to have the right knowledge to capture them. Now, what do you mean by right knowledge? So again, number one, okay, know your objective, your risk management capability, and if property is the best instrument for you. Okay, I'm repeating this because it's important. Number two is you have to be equipped with the info and knowledge. So what are some of the info and knowledge you need to have if you actually want to go into the market at this point in time? Okay, number one, you may need to know things as what is called the fair value of properties. Okay, so there is quite a scientific way to calculate whether the property is it still cheap, still expensive. So in fact, if I am not wrong, the developers actually use models, quite similar models. Of course, theirs is going to be a lot more complicated, but principle-wise, if I'm not wrong, is actually quite similar. So these are the skill sets you actually need to have today to make sure you're not buying overvalued properties. Okay, now we can actually calculate fair value of properties. I want to go through the numbers here, so bear with me for a while. So again, let me bring out Mr. and Mrs. Tan. 40 years old, combined income of 12,000 per month and have no other debts. What is the maximum they could borrow to buy the property today? So basically, you know, with these numbers, we can actually calculate this thing called affordability. How much can they, is the bank willing to actually lend to them? And from there, we can know that what is their budget for property. So let's say they use 45% to service their mortgage. That means they could use every month 5,004 to service their mortgage. 45 times 1,200. Okay, 5,004. Interest rate, if I'm not wrong, the bank today will use about 5% to calculate how much to lend to you, 4 to 5%. Okay, again, let me be a bit conservative, use 5%. Loan tenure 25 years, 40 years old, they can borrow up to 65, so loan tenure 25 years. And based on this number, right, based on all this number, I could actually calculate how much they can borrow from the bank, which is about 900,000, as you can see here. Okay. 923,725. Okay, currently the LTV, loan to value, is 75%. That means they can only borrow 75% of the property, and assuming that they have the other 25%, okay, that means budget for their property is actually 1.231632 as per the calculation here. Okay, so what I am trying to illustrate here is this, okay, based on income, age, okay, I am able to know how much this couple can borrow from the bank. And from there, okay, able to work out what is the budget of their property. Now, how does this help us to calculate the fair value? Okay, Singapore is actually very good. You are able to get data as such. So this is from SingStats. Okay, what is this data? Average monthly household income from work, excluding CPF contribution. Okay, what this data show here is this. They actually break down Singaporeans by decile. I don't know how you pronounce that. Deciles. Okay, what it say here is this. The top 10% richest Singaporean, their average household income is about 29,000. Okay. The lowest 10% Singaporeans, okay, their household income is only about 2,000. Okay, so this is what the chart is saying. Basically, it actually break down the average household income, okay, by decile. So again, what am I calculating? I'm calculating the fair value. So now, okay, obviously, when we talk about private properties, they are targeting at the richest group of Singaporeans, so likely to be the top 30%. Okay, so with that, I could actually calculate, let's say with this kind of income, how much the banks can lend to them, and of course, what is their budget of the property. so on and so forth. Okay, see what I'm getting at? So this is what I did. So household income of 16,000, the estimated budget is 1.6. Okay, if your household income is 20,000, okay, the estimated budget is about 2 million, and household income of 29,000, okay, your budget is probably about 3 million. Okay, so this is I've actually done some assumptions. So let's say, for example, this group of people, okay, let's assume all these are family. They probably want a 3-bedroom. And assuming that this group of people are willing to have a smaller 3-bedroom, that means a fair or affordable PSF size will be about 1656, as you can see here. And for this group of people, okay, likely they want a bigger space. So probably this is a kind of a fair value, okay, to them. And of course, this group, they probably even want a bigger place. So this is probably a probable PSF value to them. Okay, so my point here is this. If let's say, for example, a property targeting at the specific group of people, let's say a property targeted at the top 10 richest people. If let's say their prices is below 3 million, or either the PSF is below this, then it's actually still well within their affordable range. Okay, but if the property targeting them, okay, is more than 3 million, or PSF is above 2001, okay, then you're talking about, a lesser group of people able to afford. Okay, hope this makes sense to you. And I have an example to illustrate this. So maybe if you can understand this, then probably you know what I'm trying to get at. Now, let's say, for example, today there's this question. So you want to buy a property today. Now, which property, these two property below, which one is easier for you to find buyers 5 years later? Okay. Or in other words, which one has a higher potential for capital gain? Is it A, a 3-bedroom, 1,300 square feet selling for 1.7 billion in Tampines? Or is it B, a 3-bedroom, 1,101 square feet selling for 2.5 million in Tanjong Pagar? The answer is actually B, the Tanjong Pagar one. Now, why this is so? Okay, this 1.7 million condo in Tampines, which one is the likely target market? Is it A, those with 16,000, B, those with 20,000, or C, those with 29,000? Okay, thank you so much. It's A. Think about this. Let me give you an extreme case. Let's say, for example, you have a $10 million budget. You wouldn't go to Tampines to look for a property, correct or not? If you have $10 million budget, probably you'll choose somewhere in Orchard Road or in District 9. You don't go Tampines. So probably condo in Tampines, you're targeting people around here, 16,000. And this group of people, 16,000, okay, maximum they can actually pay for is 1.6. And assuming that you pay $1.7 billion today, and eventually when you sell, you are also targeting at same group of people. Is it easy for you to sell at 1.9 million? Yes or no? Okay, of course you want to sell higher, right? So you buy 1.7 million today, 5 years later you want to sell 1.9. Is it easy for you to do so based on this number? Yes or no? No. Whereas today, let's say, for example, Tanjong Pagar, very likely, who are the people are you attracting? A, 16,000, B, 20,000, or C, 29,000? A, B, or C? Okay, thank you so much. Your target people here, and their budget is 3 million. So if you buy today at 2.5 million, 5 years later, you want to sell at 2.8 million. Is it possible or not? Yes or no? Or is it easier now. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. So, you know, these are the things that we can actually calculate for property today. So there's actually this fair value. Of course, you can argue this is not correct, that's not correct, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Yes, this is definitely, there's no perfect model. But with this knowledge, I'm quite sure you can have a better sense of what is cheap, what is expensive. So really, really frankly, okay, of course, okay, this is all a matter of relativity, more relativity. I mean, for if you happen to buy a 1.7 million Tampines condo today, okay, no, congratulations, it's still a good buy. It's just that based on this number, when you sell, okay, maybe it will be slightly more difficult. Okay, so this is what we mean by especially this point in time. Okay, unlike 5 years ago, you close eye, you buy, sure, more or less make money. But this point in time, prices have gone up. Okay, these are the skill sets you require to actually make some investment decision. Okay, I'll give you more examples. You can actually use tools like this. So what you are seeing on the chart here is this. These are the top 10 highest PSF condo in District 15. So the most expensive condo in terms of PSF in District 15 is Coastline Residence, about 2008 PSF, so and so forth, as you can see. And also in District 15, these are the top 10 lowest PSF. So basically the cheapest PSF you can find in District 15 is Opera Estate. Okay, of course, I'm not saying that, wow, down here on the right side is undervalued, very good, go and buy. Or on the left is overvalued, don't go and buy. No, definitely not that easy. Okay, I'm quite sure you know you have whether freehold, not freehold, you have old or new, you have whether near MRT, not MRT, so on and so forth. Okay, but the point here is this. So basically, you should do the comparison. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a project in District 15. Okay, there is a lot of peers for you to compare with. So when you compare with the peers, is it is it a fair price or not? Are you paying too much? Are you paying a higher price for lousier location? You know what I mean? Or either, is there a better project based on the price you're willing to pay? Okay, so again, these are very, very key information today for you to make the right investment decision. Okay, give you more examples. A new launch. So again, you are able to capture numbers like this. By the way, how do I actually get all these numbers? Let me just show you. We can actually download all these numbers from the URA website. So these are the past 1 year transactions numbers. Okay, past 1 year transaction numbers. I actually download them, and of course I massage them. And okay, I actually can tabulate them like this. So these are the new launch prices. So all this are the new launch project, the PSF price. Now, again, so do a little exercise here. Among all this project, is there any district seems to be quite cheap? Okay, I totally agree. District 5 is actually at Pasir Panjang. Pasir Panjang not bad, right? Okay, Pasir Panjang good area, and yet they seems to be undervalued in that sense, relatively speaking. Okay, all these are new launch, by the way, so I'm comparing new to new, so it's actually quite good. Okay, at the same time, which are the riskier ones? Like for example, thank you so much, Upper Thomson. Upper Thomson, District 26, this price, but District 20, okay, 2001, or District 5, 2009, okay. I believe, generally understand a better location is actually a lower price. So if you want to buy something here, is it more risky or not? Okay, again, I'm not saying it's a bad buy. Okay, so it's always relative in terms of risk. Okay, is it, if you buy something at District 26 at this price, you want to sell at 2005, is it going to be more difficult compared to, let's say, District, 15? Okay, District 15, you want to sell at 2007. Okay, see what I'm trying to get at now. So basically, this is the time whereby we really need all this information to help us make a sound investment decision. Okay, I just want to show you one last example. Let's say resale. Okay, so what I have done here is this. I actually compared the district, the new sale versus the resale. And I look at the percentage difference. So the theory is that eventually the resale will actually close the gap of the new sale. So which one has higher potential, or the gap is the largest, so that there is a higher potential for pool. Okay, so again, why are we doing this is just to actually want to really realize our vision. Everyone makes some investment decisions. So today I just want to illustrate that, hey, property, you can make a lot of sound investment decision with these tools. Okay, don't just buy the property because there's a lot of shoes outside the showroom. Okay, you can actually analyze property like a stock, like what I've shown you.